Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Shani Nicole, and welcome back to Cole Hustle. Hey co-hustlers. Alright y'all, so today's reading is pretty much like a catch-up reading on Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. You guys had a few follow-up questions that you wanted answers to, and I wanted to do those for you guys because Taylor Swift seems to be a very popular reading. I did not expect it to be. I'm not a Swiftie, but I do love me some Taylor Swift, okay? So I'm all about doing a little reading on Taylor Swift. So I did write down a few questions that you guys had, and you also wanted to know about her ex, Joe Alwyn. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. So we're going to get into it and see what there is in this reading that we may find out. All right, y'all. So today I'm going to be using my New Era Elements Tarot deck. And the girl always, she reminds me of Taylor Swift. So I wanted to use this. It's a very black and white deck, but very powerful. And I don't use these cards often. I have to feel drawn to them. So I just felt that this would be the best deck for this reading. Okay. So Spirit, give me the energy around Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. First of all, first question is Travis Kelce actually in love with Taylor Swift? Is he actually in love with Taylor Swift? Okay. Very interesting card. So first of all, we have the Father of Fire, which also represents the King of Wands. This is Travis. And then we have Kelce. We have Miss Taylor Swift, who is the Mother of Water in reverse, and the Mother of Water is the Queen of Cups. This is Taylor. Okay. So, is he in love with her? If you want me to be honest, I don't feel like there's a whole lot of I'm in love. I do feel like he really cares about her. And I do feel like he has strong feelings for Taylor. I feel like he loves her. But do I feel like he's absolutely just head over heels in love with her? I don't. And the reason why is because it seems like his energy, he is a very passionate individual. And when he loves you hard. I feel like Travis and her have this relationship that's a bit difficult. And I'm saying that because she comes up as the Queen of Cups in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse can sometimes have a bitchy attitude. She can be very stubborn sometimes, very hard to work with. When it comes to a relationship, she can cause a lot of tension in the relationship. And that is not to put all of the blame on Taylor, but from the question, is he in love with her? His energy towards her is, he can kind of turn things off when it comes to Taylor. And I feel like Taylor sometimes can come off very cold and reserved with him, to sometimes where he doesn't even know how to feel about how she is. She could just come off as having this weird energy with Travis. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck is the Mother of Fire, which is actually supposed to be a compliment to Travis. She's coming up as the Queen of Wands in reverse as well for him. And this means that while they match, I feel like they match in terms of career and, being good at what they do. I can see how people can see this as a PR relationship and not like a serious relationship. And that was the next question that I wanted to ask. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift. Is this a PR relationship? I got a loud no when I asked that question. I got the sun in reverse. I got a no. It's not a PR relationship. However, I do feel like there's a lot of business associated with this relationship, with the Three of Pentacles coming up. Talks about work. While this isn't just like a PR type of relationship, I do feel like they've made connections through working. I feel like, of course, that's how they connected, was through work and through business. And I also do feel like, to a certain degree, this relationship is about, here's the thing. I don't want to say it's a PR relationship, right? Because it's not a PR relationship. However, I do believe the relationship can bring in a lot for them because it brings a lot of attention. It brings a lot of opportunities to this couple. Hence, Taylor Swift, when she was at the Super Bowl, it brought a lot of publicity to Taylor Swift. It brought a lot to her brand. It made people pay attention to Taylor Swift. You know what I'm saying? And being that he's dating Taylor Swift, it brings a lot of opportunities to him as well. So I definitely feel that while this is not a PR relationship, there is PR in it, if that makes sense. Another question that you all had was about Taylor Swift's dad. You wanted to know, basically, is Taylor's dad interfering with their relationship? So Spirit, give me the energy around Taylor Swift and her father. Is Taylor Swift's dad interfering with her relationship with Travis Kelce? So I'm gonna be honest, there is a little bit of interference there. We have the Empress card in reverse, which is Taylor Swift coming up in the reverse. We have the Judgment card, and this card speaks a lot in itself. And then we have at the bottom of the deck, Domination. Okay? We have Domination. And this is actually the Two of Wands. And then we also have Love that came after that, which is the Two of Cups. So, here's the thing. Do I feel like her dad actually is interfering in her relationship? I don't feel like her dad is completely interfering in her relationship. What I feel is that Taylor places a lot of judgment on herself based upon how her dad feels and what he wants for her. I will say that. So while he's not literally interfering, her thoughts of her father and the things that he has instilled in her and the things that he has done possibly in the past with relationships has definitely made her look at herself differently. Because the Empress usually is in the upright position. It talks about a woman who views herself as beautiful, very feminine. This woman is empowerment when it comes to self-worth and knowing that she is truly amazing. And for Taylor, it's in reverse, which shows that she doesn't feel that way about herself. And then you have this Judgment card here, which shows her looking in the mirror and, you know, seeing a broken version of herself. I feel like almost like she's trying to heal a part of her that her dad has kind of destroyed in a way. And it causes a power struggle between her and her father. Because Taylor is really trying to control her own situations, right? But it's difficult when you have a dad who is a bit judgmental. So I feel like her dad is judgmental when it comes to her dating. And it's not because he doesn't appreciate the people that she's dating. It's really because this is my daughter. He's coming in as a father, but also he's looking at it in terms of business. Is this going to be something that is going to help your business? Is this going to be something that is going to destroy your image? Is this person good for you? Is this person going to bring in profit? Is this person going to make you look good? Or is he going to make you look bad? Her dad is being a father. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you can have those overbearing parents that just make it harder for you to date people. He is one of those people, but I'm going to say that he is not interfering with the relationship personally. It's more Taylor and the judgment that he has given her over the years that is making her think twice when it comes to, you know, Travis and certain aspects of her relationship that she probably doesn't want to reveal to her father. Okay? So there's that. Spirit, give me the energy around Travis Kelce and Kayla Nicole. I feel like Travis wants to prove a point to Kayla. I said that in my last reading, that Travis kind of seems like he wants to prove a point when it comes to this marrying Taylor Swift thing. Who does he want to prove a point to? Who does he want to prove the point that he has matured to? Is this for Kayla or is this for the public? It's both. It's both. He wants to prove it to Kayla because it's not that he wants her back. And I asked that, does he want Kayla back? Does he want Kayla Nicole back, Travis Kelce? I don't feel like he does necessarily want her back because he's learned from his mistakes. And he knows that she don't want him back. But no, this is actually to prove a point to both Kayla with the Ace of Water, Ace of Cups, Ace of Love, and then the universe here, which talks about the world, okay? And then we have this comfort card that came up above the world. And the comfort card is actually the Four of Cups in reverse, which shows that, this is a person who's just accepting a loss for what it is. And being that he's accepting a loss for what it is, sometimes, the world is really looking at the situation and really having something to say. So this is more so for the world, for people, versus it just being for Kayla. But I do feel like there's a part of this that wants to prove a point to Kayla that I am a better man, I have matured, and I can do right by a woman. Like, just because I did this with you doesn't mean that I'm going to do this with every woman that I come in contact with. And to the world, just because I did this to Kayla doesn't mean that I'm going to be like that towards Taylor. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely believe it was for both, but if you really want to know, it's really more so for people and their opinions. Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn, which is her ex-boyfriend. And y'all just wanted to know the feelings and the energy between Taylor and Joe. So let's look at that. Spirit, give me the energy around Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn. How do they feel about each other? Is there any chemistry there still? Like, what's going on with that? So, how does Taylor feel about him? Taylor doesn't want to, she's avoiding any type of thing that is going to cause a issue in her relationship. She's also avoiding anything that can cause a tower moment in her career. I don't know the relationship between her and Joe. Again, guys, I'm not a Swiftie, so I don't keep up with Taylor Swift relationships. This is more for you guys. But if I had to just sit here and say, how does Taylor feel? I feel like Taylor is feeling okay with moving away from Joe. I do feel like she does have, some back and forth energy when it comes to leaving that relationship. I feel like she wanted to avoid things from getting bad. So the relationship ended. And I don't know how the relationship ended, you guys. Y'all let me know if I need to do a further reading on both of them. But it just seems like, Taylor is at more peace, being that they're not together. But there is a part of her that is bothered by the fact that her and Joe are no longer together. It's almost like she misses the part about him that just made her feel like a regular girl, if that makes sense. I feel like they were very good with seeing each other for what they are. I feel like they balance each other well. And I also feel like he played a part in her career. Y'all let me know, because I'm not sure. It looks like he did play a part in her career being successful, whether that be him writing songs for her or him being a part of her band or something to that extent. But he was very much a part of her career. So part of it feels like a death of an associate and also the death of a true love. So I feel like she misses him deeply. But, Taylor has to move forward with her life, even though she's in limbo between, having to leave that situation. How does Joe feel about Taylor Swift? He loves that woman. He loves the ground she walks on, okay? She comes up as the daughter of Earth on here, which is the Page of Pentacles. He sees her as just a bright spirit. Very beautiful, very loving. He feels like she's a hard worker. She is one of the best in the business. He loves her tremendously. The Ace of Cups comes up with them again. He really loved her, and he really saw a future with Taylor. So it was a business relationship, but it was also more than that. And I feel like if she wanted to come back, I feel like their relationship would be very successful. And I do feel like he can see himself with Taylor. Like, he wants to move forward. If she was to come back, I feel like he would be all for it. But I could easily see them still being in love with each other. It's very much here in the energy. So you guys let me know how you felt about this reading. If you guys have any more questions, again, leave them down below. I will do an updated reading. And I hope that you guys like this video. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel, y'all. And I will talk to y'all in the next video.